Hey, how's it going? Thanks for hitting that play button there. My name is Brian Marrier. My wife and I are the owners of Autism, Advocacy, Intervention, otherwise known as AAI. We're an organization that primarily targets rural communities, paying attention to what it means to not only provide a service, but what it means to be thoughtful about being an employer, focusing on sustainability, professional development, clinical quality, and job morale and satisfaction. Inside this industry, there's generally speaking a saturation, an abundance of work thrown at individual professionals, which can cause burnout at a pretty significant rate, and generally speaking, a concern about ethics and clinical quality. Professionals not being provided resources and time to do a job at a standard that most of us really desire to be able to do. I like to tell people that I never expected to do this work in a million years. 20 years ago, my path was completely committed to painting and sculpture. Had a performance studio in Burlington, Vermont with a couple friends. Moved out to California to pursue gallery work a little bit further. Ended up getting my master's degree in studio art. That process was very expensive and created a pretty significant financial burden. My wife recommended to me that I should do some substitute teaching to kind of help alleviate some of the financial stress. Reluctantly, I did it, and I am so thankful that I listened to her and gave that a shot, because about 15 years ago or so, I met an individual for the first time. It was the first time I met an individual that was diagnosed with autism. Little fella in the fourth grade, and spent a day with him, and that young man changed my life completely. Completely changed my professional career and opened up the world to me in a much more grand and open-eyed way. After that day, I remember going home and telling my wife about my experience, and that I told her I wanted to go back, start over. I went and got all the teaching credentials I possibly could, from specialization in autism, mild, moderate teaching credential, moderate, severe teaching credential, single subject inside art, master's degree in education, became a board certified behavior analyst, and started working inside public and private schools, helping school districts develop their early intervention programs. An absolutely unplanned path, but one to this day I am overwhelmed with thankfulness about. About 2015 or so, while living in Southern California, I brought up to my wife that I was getting a little tired of being in, the urban setting, and a little disheartened by a lot of the politics associated with the private and public school systems, not always being provided the resources to be successful, or to go to the extent that I felt was ethically appropriate when committing yourself to be supporting someone. I believe that you should be able to follow through completely with that. So back in 2015, maybe it was 2014, I mentioned to my wife, I believe that there's more that I can do, and I really wanted to get out of kind of the metropolitan community that we were living in at the time. Being from Vermont, I really wanted to get back to more rural settings. And also learning over time that a lot of people that did the type of work that I did really weren't inside the rural communities, and there was really a lack of services. Well, in 2015, my wife and I moved up to Northern California and opened up AAI, risked everything completely, everything. She left her position as a school teacher, which she'd been doing for 20 years, and I left my position working for a public school system and put everything on the line with the hope that we could do some, for lack of a better word, some good, provide some quality support for individuals inside rural communities, but also develop an organization that had belief systems and value systems that respected the individual, really focusing on the day-to-day morale. What does it mean coming to work? What does it mean coming to a place of work that listens to you and believes in you and supports you as best as we possibly can? What does it mean creating a work environment for other professionals where they have all the resources and time to fulfill their professional goals and provide services of exceptional clinical and ethical standards? Here inside of AAI, our team members, there's no celebration for excessive amount of hours working. There's celebration for just the right amount, which means having plenty of free time to sit down and breathe, reflect, assess, develop, redesign, support one another. Today, 2020, I'm absolutely humbled and overwhelmed with gratitude for the fact that we've got about 50 people working with us today. We've got a clinic in the Northeast Kingdom of Vermont. We're starting to service more and more of the state of Vermont. We've got clinics up in Lake County, California, beautiful area, and are supporting families from just above Sacramento all the way up to the border of Oregon. We're in conversations with Oregon itself right now as a state. We're in conversations with New York about providing further support for rural communities. We as an organization focus primarily on supporting rural communities with great intensity and focusing on what does it mean to be supporting each other inside of this organization. It's easy for people to talk about what it means to be a part of a team. It can easily turn into a cliche statement. But here in this organization, we walk that talk, and obviously me being the owner of the company, you can assume to hear these types of words coming out of somebody's mouth in a position like myself. But I feel pretty confident that if you ever had the opportunity to meet one of the individuals that's part of this team, they would reiterate the things that I'm saying, because we do put that energy in, and we only know how to perpetuate this team by input from our team members. Granted, nobody's perfect, but I like to say that from day one we opened the doors to a certain approach to supporting one another in the communities that we're committed to, and it takes effort to keep those doors open, nurture those doors remaining open. And I believe that people that have come in, especially from other organizations, really do see that something different is going on here. We provide an exceptional service that's focused heavy on parent training, heavy on professional development for our own staff members, a total support structure that I like to use the term, it's a professional intimacy. For people that want to be a part of this team, or for families that want service from us, you will get a absolute commitment from me and every other person that's a part of this team. So really the main point of this video was, first of all, to just say hi, kind of front load a little bit and share a little bit about who I am and who we are as a group of people. And if you're a prospective employee, I want to say hi. Coming on inside of AAI is a unique experience, one that I'm confident you will feel from day one, and one that I'm confident you'll feel every day after that. To prospective families wanting to come on into AAI, you will find that our standards are very high. Everything is very transparent. You will have a team allocated to you that is provided a schedule where they can commit to you completely and thoroughly. We are always on call, always there for you. And everyone who's coming to this table has lots of experience that they're going to be able to share with you. But first and foremost, we're here to listen and to empower you as a family. This work, this journey, is nothing to be taken lightly. But I'll tell you what, we do have a good time here. There's lots of reward for the hard work that we put on in. There's nothing more gratifying than hearing stories about staff members or team members and families digging in, helping a child achieve their goals, and hearing the feedback from parents that they got to hear their child say, "I love you," for the first time, or they're advocating for themselves, or amplifying their play skills or independent skills. I am so thankful and humbled by being a part of AAI through and through. From the exceptional families that we're privileged to hang out with, to the team members that day in and day out impress me. I mean, it's just an amazing group of human beings. So I encourage you, the prospective employee or the family interested in services, reach out, ask questions. I am confident that you will access the old adage, here at AAI, man, we walk the talk. We are here for you, committed to you, and find the greatest satisfaction in your success and growth. Again, my name is Brian Marrier. Feel free to reach out to me anytime, Brian at Autism AI, and you'll have an exceptional team supporting you from the beginning to the end. All right, and take care of yourself, and I hope to hear from you. Take care. All right, bye-bye.